Nature in Kazakhstan is amazing. It is rich, diverse, and full of contrasts. Here you can see high mountains, vast deserts, and vast steppes. Flora and fauna of the country surprise with rare species of plants and animals. You can admire landscapes endlessly. One day traveling in Kazakhstan can contain the conquest of snowy peaks, walks in coniferous forests, the intersection of dunes and sands, and the contemplation of ancient canyons. Kazakhstan will appeal to those who likes to receive everything at once. So we made up for you a list of 5 amazing places near Almaty, which you must visit in KZ.
First place, Trans-Ilialatau. It's the northernmost central section of the ridge of the Tian Shan. In the central part of the height of the ridge is everywhere about 3,200 meters. It's a further height at Talgar Peak. The proximity of Trans-Ilialatau to the megapolises makes visiting mountains affordable at almost any time of year. However, winter here is so beautiful. No wonder winter climbs so local southerners are so popular among local climbers. It's both training and emotional exercise. If you still have a lot of strength and energy, do not be lazy. Contact professional guides and be sure to spend yourself at least one ascent in winter. The almost popular are small and big Almaty Gorge. The small Almaty Gorge along the middle and left Talgar gorges has become a cradle of Kazakhstan mountains, tourism and mountaineering. Near accessible objects are located here. Peaks, passes, tracks, well-developed infrastructure. There are sport facilities, clubs and pensions, funicular work and paved roads. From the Medeo tract, you can climb the modern funicular to Shumblakhsky Resort and fuse to the Talgar Pass, located at the altitude of 3,268 meters, from where you can see beautiful phenomena of peaks and Ili Valley and also take a walk to the foot of the Nursultan and Abai peaks.
Second place is the magnificent cascade of Koilsa Lakes, which are located 290 kilometers in the southeast of Almaty. Three alpine lakes, which are not for nothing called the Pearl of the Northern Tian Shan with steep pine-covered slopes, located in the spurs of the Kongi-Alatau Ridge. These unique lakes, conditionally called Koilsa 1, 2, and 3, lakes were formed as a result of landslide descending to the bottom of the gorge when a fast-moving mountain river stalled its run at dams that suddenly appeared on its way. Koilsai First Lake, stretching 1.5 kilometers in length, it is sandwiched in a narrow gorge. The lake is surrounded by the highest Tianshan firs, as if they were specially planted here to preserve this paradise. The water in the lake is absolutely clear and reflects the sky. The virginity of nature will surprise you every time you visit this corner. For those who saw this beauty for the first time, it was just breathtaking from the crystal clearness of air, water, and vegetation. After a few hours walking along the western gorge, you will reach the second lake, lesson number 2, resembling a heart in shape. It is always crowded. You can pick mushrooms in the forests, and at sunset, when the grass and flowers smell incredibly honey, you can see rainbow trout jumping out of the water while playing. Fishing lovers come here to enjoy their favorite pastime. And ahead of you is the smallest and coldest of the three lakes brothers, Khoisan number 3. It is surrounded by magnificent rocky shores, overgrown with luxurious shrubs. This lake ends with magnificent ensemble created by nature itself. Not everyone can go to this lake and therefore it is the cleanest and most untouched. Anyone who is fortunate enough to see these mountain lakes at least once will never forget their splendor, peace and quiet around.
Third place is Khainda Lake, which is one of the most beautiful places in Kazakhstan. It is located in Kingi Altai Gorge and was formed in 1910s as a result of earthquake. Landslides blocked the mountain gorge, which was filled with the spring water, drowning a living coniferous forest. People call this place Sunken Forest for its surrealistic appearance, from the turquoise surface of lake, like the masts of sunken ships, the trunks of giant fir trees rise. And Kainda in Kazakh means birch abundance, because about 5 kilometers from the lake, among the dense fir forest, there is enchanting bird to grow. The surrounding nature is by description. Here on a calm day, despite the birds singing and barely audible breath of wind, awareness comes of what real silence, harmony, peace, and tranquility are. It seems that kinda communicates on the subconscious level with everyone who came to see this magnificent lake. Despite the low water temperature, the lake is very popular among the diving enthusiasts. No wonder many divers who came explore this lake are looking forward to the moment when they will be able to return to this wonderful world, which are already more than 1,000 years old.
The entire territory of the canyon. It dried up over time and left behind another miracle of Kazakhstan. In the bottom of the canyon is also located the famous ash grove, which occupies 5 hectares of territory. Since 1964, it has been declared a natural monument. The second such ash grove, by the way, is in North America. The canyon itself has sites that are popularly called the Valley of Castles, Dragon Gorge, and Witch Gorge. The most amazing and favorite place for tourists is the Valley of Castles. This is a whole chain of stone cliffs of a bizarre shape, reminiscent of ancient settlements, and the rocks resemble real sand castles. The length of the valley is 2 kilometers. This is perhaps the most picturesque and colorful stretch of the pass that joins the Charen River. In the Valley of Castles there are several viewing platforms from which a gorgeous view of the rocks opens, which are filled with the red tint and the light of the setting sun. At this moment the place transforms from a mysterious into a romantic one. Romantic adventures can be in any convenient place, but if you want to spend the night near the river and see this breathtaking view, there is an eco park with bungalows, guest yurts, and cafe of natural cuisine. All conditions are created here for you, so don't miss the chance to see this bewitching and charming place.
The last place in our list you must visit is Thinking Sand Dune. The Thinking Dune on the territory of Altınbaşı Nature Reserve is one of the most unique natural phenomena. Many legends are associated with it. For a long time, scientists didn't understand this phenomenon, and in the Middle Ages, people who heard the sinking of Dune believed that it was Shaitan, or desert demon or creature. This natural phenomenon is located on the right bank of the Ili River, 182 km from Almaty. The length of Dune reaches almost 3 kilometers and height of 150 meters. This is the largest known dune. It stretches for several kilometers perpendicular to big and small Kalkan ridges. A beautiful view of surrounding countryside opens from the dune, the Ili River and mountains, as well as the Altınbaşı Nature Reserve. Sinking dune is a rather rare phenomenon. Scientists explain by this fact that in fair dry weather, when sand slowly pours down, the effect of friction of grains of sand occurs, as a result of which they are electrified. A particular vibration of occurs, which turns into birds like organ music. The more grains of sand involved in this process, the stronger the sound of tune. If you are in Almaty and want to visit unusual, stunning and mysterious places in Kazakhstan, as well as enjoy the beauty of nature and get different emotions, then this list of places is just for you.